It's game 3 of a 3-game set between the Danbury Hat-Tricks and the Binghamton Black Bears. My name is Josh Starr. Thank you so much for joining us this evening from Danbury Arena on the Hat-Tricks YouTube channel, and it is a big one tonight. The Hat-Tricks and Black Bears have split the first 2 games of this series. Danbury holding 3rd place in the league standings with a .567 points percentage. Binghamton in 5th at .524. In between those 2 teams, Carolina at .529. Binghamton a chance to possibly jump Carolina, who currently is trailing 3-1 to the Columbus River Dragons. And that game that game just changed to 4-1 Columbus, and the Hat-Tricks and Black Bears now even in a bigger battle tonight with Carolina, looking like they will lose their game today. The Hat-Tricks trying to hold on to 3rd place, which would mean a choice of opponent in the first round. The first game would be on the road, the second at home, if necessary, the third also at home. Last night it was a Binghamton win. The night before in Binghamton, the Hat-Tricks got a road victory, and that was just their 11th road victory on the season, At home, 22-5. Binghamton just became the 3rd team to beat the Hat-Tricks at home last night, but some reinforcements for Danbury tonight. It is Corey Anderson back in the lineup, as well as Steve Brown and Vinny Susi for the Hat-Tricks. Tobias Ojic also back for Danbury. Hat-Tricks and Black Bears starting lineups and puck drop coming up next on Hat-Tricks YouTube. Almost set for puck drop in Danbury. The Hat-Tricks and the Black Bears tonight from Danbury Ice Arena. Starting lineups tonight. First for Binghamton. Starting in net is Owen Liskowitz. It is his 40th game. 17, 12, and 1. Liskowitz with a .900 save percentage and .403 goals against. The skaters for Binghamton, Josh Newberg will start at center with Sam Turner on his right, Gavin Abbott on his left, Matthew Boilar, and Tyler Pekarski at the point. For the Hat-Tricks, Brian Wilson in net for the second straight game, 10-5, and 311 goals against, .894 save percentage. Up front for the Hat-Tricks, it's the top line tonight. Johnny Ruiz scored his 47th of the year last night, centering Tom Mealy and Dmitry Kuznetsov. On the back end, it is Zach Lazaro and Garrett Gallagher. Hat-Tricks in the home blacks tonight. Orange trim, white numerals, rabbit logo on the front. Binghamton, the road whites, Binghamton in green and black written across the chest diagonally. Black buckets for the Black Bears. And we are ready to go. Hat-Tricks will go left to right in the opening period. Binghamton right to left, and the puck is down in Danbury. Ruiz wins it back, but Binghamton knocks into the Hat-Tricks end. Early on in the first, Mealy will chip it up the far wall in his own end. Can't get it out. Second try on the backhand does go to center. Taking it along the near boards, Boilar, he stripped. Ruiz into the offensive zone, streaking in, right circle. The rip is blocked by Pekarski, and Abbott will find it for Binghamton, carrying up right to left. Chipping in from the red line into the Hat-Trick zone, far corner, 30 seconds in. No score. Abbott will chase it in the far wall. Hat-Trick's end turned below the net, and Lazaro will find it for Danbury. Zach Lazaro behind his own cage, chips up the wall. Mealy will tip in. The Hat-Tricks will get their first change of the night. 45 seconds in, no score. It is Jurich, a pair of goals last night, dumps into the Hat-Tricks end. Turned up the wall by Steve Brown, did not play the last two games for the Hat-Tricks. Back in the lineup tonight, and he has the puck in the corner of his own end. Up the right wing, a minute in, no score. His cross-ice feed for Gesso on the far side, tipped away into the Binghamton end. Gesso finds it, far corner, offensive zone, drops to the circle, Dowda rips, and it is saved up high on the shoulder by Liskowitz. He'll cover 110 in, no score. The Hat-Tricks with the first shot on goal tonight. Face-off on the far circle by the Hat-Tricks in the offensive zone. One turned down low by Atwell. It's one behind the net by Powell for Binghamton. He'll cross ice out to center and play it into the Hat-Tricks end. 90 seconds into the first. Kirkby along the near wall. Hat-Trick zone drops to Yates, who dumps down into the corner. Jurich, bottom of the circle, feeds out in front, and it's Kirkby who can't get the shot away. And the puck is played up the near side for Steve Mealy to outlet. He'll chip it all the way down. Powell touches, so no icing against the Hat-Tricks deep into the Binghamton end. Dowda crashes in. It's Binghamton up the wall. Kirkby can't handle it. Bronner down low to Gesso. Sneaks by behind the cage and will look in front. Turning in the far corner. Takes it back around behind. Finds Bronner, high slot. The snapshot. Blocker down by Liskowitz. Into the corner. It's Fitzgerald for Binghamton up the far wall. And tipping ahead, Jurich will knock it to center. Bronner kicks it there, back to Gesso across the Binghamton line, left to right, back into the zone. On the near circle, at the point, trying to scoop it down low. He does get it toward the bottom of the zone, but Fitzgerald will play to center. Susi kicks back in, is back in the lineup tonight, and he will go off for a change as Binghamton takes over in its own end. Right to left, 2.5 minutes in, the Black Bears will start out of their own end. Sherman on the near wing in the neutral zone, back into his own end for Powell on the far side. Will chip through center. Tracy knocks it off his stick into the Hat-Trick's end. Bronner finds it, turns it forward. Noseworthy near wing will play it out in off of Corey Anderson's stick. His first shift of the night, and it's back into the Hat-Trick's end. Dropped by Fitzgerald to the point. Tracy back down low side of the cage, goes around. Wilson looks on from the Hat-Trick's net. In the near corner, 3 minutes in, no score. Binghamton plays around the boards. Far side, Lazaro will scoop it high in the air, bouncing at the red line and settled by Yarwood out through the neutral zone. Sherman dumps forward toward the Hat-Trick's end. Gallagher knocks it to center. Mealy back toward his own end. And Binghamton called offside at the Hat-Tricks line. 3:13 in, no score. Hat-Tricks and Black Bears, a crucial game for the Hat-Tricks to try and hold serve in third place of the FPHL standings. Carolina currently losing 5-1, 9 minutes to go in that one in Georgia against the River Dragons. So the Hat-Tricks have a chance to really lengthen the space between them and the teams chasing them tonight if they can win in this third and final game of the series this weekend. Hat-Tricks knock it towards center. It goes down into the Binghamton zone. Chasing back for it, Oganezov. 3.5 minutes gone in the first. Tom Mealy crashes in on the forecheck. Back out toward Ruiz. It's tipped away out to center. Brown will take over inside his own zone and work the Hat-Tricks forward into the offensive end. Near side, Gesso tumbles down as he plays the puck into the offensive end, and it's Binghamton to take out. Abbott across the Hat-Tricks line, far wing to the circle, stopped by Pepe, and Dowda will take over. Along the far ring, Pepe banks it hard off the glass to center, and Pekarski will take over for Binghamton. Up the far wing, Binghamton stopped by Danbury in center. Gesso will corral the puck, and it's off a skate. Pepe drops back toward his own end. 4:20 into the first, no score. Turnover in center. Yates into the Hat-Tricks end. Left circle, cuts down low, slides across. One-timer, they score. Jurich. Just like that, the Hat-Tricks turn it over in the neutral zone. Binghamton makes Danbury pay, and 4:27 in to this one. It is 1-0 Binghamton. Jurich had 2 last night. It's his 52nd of the season, and the veteran makes Danbury pay for the mistake. Face-off at center. It will be Noseworthy against Yates. Hat-Tricks win it. And on the right wing, Gallagher stopped at the red line, dumps it forward and into the neutral zone where the Hat-Tricks turn it over again. Kirkby across the Hat-Tricks line, left side, swinging by Gallagher, stopped along the wall, and it will be played down low. Noseworthy trying to chip it off the wall there. Can't get it by Jurich, but has it back and outlets to Anderson. Left side, Anderson across the Binghamton line. Fires in on goal, saved by Liskowitz. Turn to the corner. Noseworthy crunched along the wall there, and it's played back. Anderson rips. It's a high save. Rebound to Noseworthy, and it's stopped in front by Yates. In the corner, Yates will get stopped by the referee. The puck hops toward Kirkby and played out to center. Binghamton in its own end. Out on the right wing. Pekarski will play through center and dumped into the Hat-Tricks end. Rebound out in front, chipped wide by Yates. High over the net, into the glass, near corner. The Hat-Tricks find the puck. Atwell hard off the wall and up to center. Sherman into the offensive end for Binghamton. Tracy, right side, dumps down low. It's around the boards, and Ruiz will find it for the Hat-Tricks. 5:45 into the first, 1-0 Binghamton. Hat-Tricks kick to center with Mealy, and he'll carry into the offensive zone. Tom Mealy, right circle, ripped off the puck, and it's scooped to center by the Black Bears. D'Angelo racing toward it. Dowda there first for Danbury, and drops to Pepe into his own end. 6 minutes gone in the first, 1-0 Binghamton leading. And the Hat-Tricks back in their own end. 6:10 in, down a goal. Hat-Tricks move left to right through center. Jessup across the Binghamton line, rips it. Rebound, Pepe is steered wide by Liskowitz. Kuznetsov in the corner, has it behind the net. Turns around near side, banks to the point. Susi from his backhand to his forehand, shoots through traffic, tipped wide by Dowda. Into the corner, Jessup finds. Back to the point, Pepe taking it off the wall toward the slot. The shot is blocked and chipped up out of play by Binghamton. 6:37 into play in the first. Binghamton with the early lead. Hat-tricks with an offensive zone face-off. 6:27 gone in this one. Already down a goal, Danbury. Jurich, the veteran for Binghamton, getting the Black Bears on the board. Hat-tricks win the draw, right circle, offensive end. Shot from Gallagher, right point, tipped through into the corner. Dowda takes it off the wall there. Fires out in front. It's past Steve Mealy. Gallagher from the right wall will play it toward the front of the net, and it is knocked away. Jesso has it back in the corner, steers it out in front. It's off the corner boards. Dowda, rebound, try, it flutters in, and it is Liskowitz gloving it out of the air, and he'll hold on. 6:58 into the first. The Hat-tricks' best flurry there so far. And in a 1-0 game, Binghamton on top. The Hat-tricks with an offensive zone face-off. Anderson will take it, winning it toward the net. It's steered aside by Liskowitz into the corner. Anderson has it back, feeds Ojic out in front. The snap is saved again by Liskowitz. He's been busy early, already 8 shots against, and he has made every save so far. 7:06 in, his team up 1-0. He'll look on to his right, far circle, Anderson against Yates again. Hat-tricks win it to the point. Brown, the shot kicked away, rebound in front, steered forward, Anderson scores! His 30th of the season, and an emphatic return to the lineup for Corey Anderson. The Hat-tricks have tied it at 1, 7:10 into the first. Hat-tricks won the draw. It was played out toward the slot, and Anderson able to turn it with his backhand under Liskowitz, who had fallen down trying to make the original save. And the Hat-tricks convert. 10 shots already for Danbury, and finally getting one by Liskowitz early on. Brown and Bronner get the assists on Anderson's 30th of the season, and the Hat-tricks have tied things up early in this one. These two teams no strangers to high-scoring games, especially against one another. Back in December, it was a 10-7 game with these two teams, and the Hat-tricks and Black Bears starting the scoring early tonight. 2 goals, 1 aside in the first 7:10 of this one. Hat-tricks will send the top line out to start play back up. Ruiz with Tom Mealy and Dmitry Kuznetsov on the wings. Brown and Atwell at the point for the Hat-tricks. It's Yates, Jurich, Kirkby up front. Yarwood and Oganezov back for Binghamton. And we reset. All square at 1, 12:45 to go in the first. Hat-tricks inside their own blue line with Steve Brown will play across to Atwell and play through center. Pass Ruiz, icing waved off. Ruiz will charge in behind the net, place it toward the front. It was knocked away by Yates to the wall. Brown pinches in, turns it along the boards, far side. Oganezov will take over for Binghamton, chipping up the wall. It hits Jurich up high. The Hat-tricks take over in the neutral zone. Kuznetsov hammers right back into the Binghamton end, far corner all the way off the boards to the near side where Mealy chases. Tom Mealy in the corner, upended, and it will be Kirkby for Binghamton starting up. Left side, Oganezov kicks it off his skate to center, has it back from Yates and across the Hat-tricks line. He'll turn it to the far wing on the right side. Kuznetsov has it hop over his stick for Danbury, and Tom Mealy will find it, playing it forward for the Hat-tricks. He'll turn around behind his own net and start up for Danbury. 11:45 left in the first. 1-1 the score. Jurich for Binghamton and Corey Anderson for the Hat-tricks, his 30th. Pepe left to right across the Binghamton line, whips it on goal. It's saved by Liskowitz, poked away, side of the net, down to digs for it, and it's turned around behind by the Black Bears. Near corner, Fitzgerald will play it around the boards, and Tracy will take it out to center. Pepe intervenes there for the Hat-tricks, and Jesso stopped as he got into the offensive end. Puck played to the far side. Tracy into the Hat-tricks end, stopped by Susi. It hops up and out of play. 8:50 into play. 1-1 the score. The Hat-tricks send Anderson, Ojic, and Bronner out. Anderson will take the draw. D'Angelo wins to the far wing, and it is the Hat-Tricks to take out. Bronner up the far side. It is gloved down by Kirkby, or rather Tracy, and he takes a huge hit from Bronner. Still dumps the puck into the Hat-Tricks end. Danbury digs it out to center, where Binghamton takes back over. Under 11 to play. Sherman in the Hat-Tricks end, left side. Stopped by Lazaro. It's turned up to center, and a delayed call coming up against the Hat-Tricks. Wilson will play it, and a slash spotted against Danbury. Zach Lazaro headed off. Referees tonight, Gordon Laws, Bill Bird, the linesman Mike Imperio, and John Whitehead. Actually, that's Marty Heiser, not John Whitehead. And the Hat-Tricks win the face-off to start the Cybers penalty kill. Ruiz through center, left to right, digging in. The backhand side of the net is steered away by Liskowitz. 9.5 gone in the first, 1-1 the score, and Binghamton with the league's best power play starts up through center, right to left. Into the Hat-Tricks end, Yates stopped 25 seconds into the power play by Steve Brown on the wall. Yates still gets it back to the point. Far side, Yarwood, back center point. Powell will slide toward the bumper in the slot. Kirkby back up high. Powell, center point, halfway through the first. The shot through traffic, tipped wide by Yates' side of the net. Atwell digs it free. It's turned on goal by Yarwood, and Wilson able to make the stop. Far corner, Yates crunched off the puck. Penalty called against the Hat-Tricks on the hit, and the Hat-Tricks will go down 2 men. 9:49 left in the first. We'll step aside and get the call for you when we come back. Tied at 1, Hat-Tricks and Black Bears. .949 left in the first period. Aaron Atwell called for a boarding minor, so the Hat-Tricks down 2 men for 1:09, just past the halfway point in the first. Tied at 1, Binghamton wins the draw near circle, Hat-Trick zone. Powell will skate down low. It's dropped back to the point, Jurich to the far circle. Yarwood takes over. Top of the ring, slides down low to Yates. Back up top, Jurich blast, he scores! Over the glove of Wilson into the top corner, far post, and Binghamton takes the lead back. It's 2-1 Black Bears. 9:32 left in the first, and Binghamton still has a power play for another minute 42. Jurich has his second straight 2-goal game, and the Hat-Tricks having some trouble with the Binghamton power play in this series. Power play came in at 24.1% to lead the league. And that will go up with the conversion there, and they still have 1:42 left on the power play. Hat-tricks win the draw, or rather cannot win the draw, and Binghamton will start up. 9.5 to go in the first, 2-1. Black Bears leading on the power play goal. Ruiz intercepts at center, turns it forward, got upended and offside. Oh no, they'll call a trip against Binghamton, so the Hat-tricks power play. Hat-tricks penalty kill rather, ending. Yates off for tripping. Ruiz made the play in center, got upended, and Danbury will skate 4-on-4 for 1:27 and then 33 seconds of a power play for the Hat-tricks after that. Jesso and Kuznetsov for the Hat-tricks, Lazaro and Pepe at the point. Jurich and Kirkby up front, Powell and Yarwood the D pair on the 4-on-4 for Binghamton. Hat-tricks win the draw with Jesso on the far circle, swatted back toward the zone by Pepe as it came out to center, and he is turned away. So it's back into the Binghamton end. The Hat-tricks dumped it in, and Powell will take over. 9 minutes to go in the first, 2-1. Black Bears on top. 4-on-4 for another 1:03 as Kirkby will skate right to left through center. Leaves it to the right wing, tipped in by Powell, and the Hat-tricks chase. Pepe along the near boards. It is played across right circle. Jurich already scored twice tonight. It's intercepted by Jesso. 2-on-1 if the Hat-tricks hurry. Jesso and Dowda. Jesso across the line, left wing, slides it toward the front of the net. Dowda stopped on the backhand by Liskowitz, turns it back toward the front, and Liskowitz knocks that one away too. Powell back the other way into the Hat-tricks end, right side. The wrist shot up high by Jurich, and Wilson shrugs it down to hold on and cover up. 32 left on the 4-on-4, 8:21 in the first. 2-1. Binghamton leads. Face off on the far circle. Hat-tricks end. D'Angelo against Dowda. Wilson looking on to his left from the Hat-tricks net. Black Bears up by 1. Hat-tricks win the draw, and Steve Brown goes behind his net. We'll look to start up. Up the left side, Gallagher will tip it out to center, trying to sneak by up the left wing. He works it into the offensive zone, and it's Dowda who comes away with it near wall. Turns it down low behind the net. Steve Mealy takes it up high to the circle, cuts toward the slot on the backhand, leaves to his brother Tom out in front of the net. The shot saved by Liskowitz, and the rebound cleared to the wall, not out. Gallagher keeps in right side. Along the point, he'll skate toward the left side. Atwell out of the box. Hat-tricks have a power play for 25 seconds. Gallagher to Ruiz. Out in the slot. Dowda across right circle. Hopped over Tom Mealy's stick. Back to Dowda, top of the circle. 20 left on the power play. 7.5 in the first. Hat-tricks down 1 all the way across Ruiz. Slide toward the front of the net. It's blocked. And the Hat-tricks dig away at it toward the corner. It's Dowda coming away with it. 9 on the power play. Gallagher left point. We'll play it down low, bottom of the ring. Ruiz out to the top of the zone, and Gallagher has to corral it there. Yates steps out of the box, back at full strength. 7:12 to go in the first. Black Bears up by 1. Pekarski in his own end, whips it around the boards behind the net, and it's played up and out to center by the Black Bears. Right to left into the Hat-tricks end. It is Binghamton turning around the wall. Ojek digs it off the wall and turns right side out to center. The Black Bears knock it back into the Hat-trick zone. Left wing, it is chipped up and around behind the net into the Hat-tricks offensive zone. Kicked forward by Susi from the point. It's knocked down by Binghamton and played to center. Taken at the red line by Tobias Ojek for the Hat-tricks. He'll drop back into his own end. Pepe will launch it forward off Bronner's stick into the offensive zone. into the corner. It is Anderson knocked down, and the Hat-Tricks take the puck. Ojic off the wall, a wrist shot saved by Liskowitz. 6:10 to go in the first. 2-1, Black Bears.
Skate with the Hat-Tricks. That's right. Skate with the Hat-Tricks after the game. Skate rental is available. Skate with the team after the game. Also, post-game party tonight at TK's American Cafe. Stop by TK's American Cafe on White Street. Meet the players, meet the team, have some wings. 76 different flavors.
Hat-Tricks in the offensive zone. 6:05 left in the first. Can't win the draw. Atwell turns it forward from center. It will go down for an ice against Danbury.
And we have the winning carrot from the Carrot Toss. The number is 3303. 3303. Congratulations. You just won a free t-shirt. Come down to the merchandise table.
5:59 to go. Defensive zone draw for the Hat-Tricks. First period down 2-1. Dowda wins it back. Atwell up the far side. Jesso skates out of his own end. Left to right through center, gains the red line, whips it around the boards into the near side where Mealy will play it down low. It's off the stanchion. Dowda has to crash in and try and find the puck along the dasher. He cannot control it. It's Binghamton up the left wing. Kirkby to center. Yates will play off. Right side, Jurich tips back to Yates. The wrist shot saved by Wilson. Behind the net, it's Jurich who finds it for Binghamton. Turning out toward the slot, Yates bouncing puck, can't control it. Hat-Tricks take over. 3-on-2 for Danbury, through center. Steve Mealy across the offensive line. He'll just dump in, and Fitzgerald will take over for the Black Bears. Turn forward, Lazaro, the blast! It's saved by Liskowitz. Rebound into the far wall. Jesso turns, fires off the side of the net. Behind the cage, Dowda looking out in front. Will steer it toward the blue paint. Jesso tipped it, but couldn't get a shot away, and it is out to center. Hat-Tricks take over. Mealy toward the offensive end. Can't control it into the zone. And under 5 to play, the Hat-Tricks will regroup at center. On the right side, Ruiz into the offensive zone. In the corner, feeds toward Mealy. It's behind him. Lazaro, the shot from the point, tips side of the net. And Tom Mealy has the rebound behind the cage. 4:35 to go in the first. Down a goal. The Hat-Tricks in the offensive end. Gallagher upended and can't control the puck. It's Binghamton toward the Hat-Trick zone. Gallagher recovers and keeps the puck at center, where he is then stripped by D'Angelo. He'll play it all the way across. Lazaro intercepts it, puts the puck into the neutral zone. He'll crash into the wall. Hat-Tricks trying to force a turnover in the neutral zone. Cannot. It's Binghamton back in its own end. Boilard chips forward. D'Angelo will race to center. Into the Hat-Tricks end, right to left. Left circle. It's stopped by Brown. Turned into the corner. And it's played up the far wall and all the way down by the Hat-Tricks. Icing called against Danbury. 3:57 to go in the first. 2-1 Binghamton.
If we can do it, everybody in the crowd is going to win a free yogurt from the Patriot in Bethel on Greenwood Avenue. Let's see. Let's check out that video board. Can we find an air guitarist?
3:57 left in the first period. It is 2-1 Black Bears. And the Hat-Tricks have a face-off in their own zone. Left circle in front of Brian Wilson.
Oh, I think we found him. There he is.
And the Hat-Tricks can't win it. It's back to the point. Binghamton off the wall. Boilard takes it. The shot tipped in front. Atwell finds it to Brown, and Brown will clear. It is clipped up and Brown will take back over in his own end. Up through the neutral zone, whips it into the corner, and it is turned up the wall. The Hat-Tricks keep it in at first, but Binghamton will take over. 3.5 minutes left. Abbott through center into the Hat-Tricks end, left wing. Near side, drops for Newberg. Back behind the net, Abbott. Turned it toward the front of the net. Brown swatted it away. The Hat-Tricks can't find the puck. Ballar, right point. Dances past Ojic. Lays a hit on him, and it's played up around behind the Hat-Tricks net. Abbott crashes in with Brown, and Binghamton controls. Turner back to Newberg, turns it down into the corner. Brown there for the Hat-Tricks, tied up, and he'll play it back behind the net. Into the far corner, 3 minutes to go in the first. Ojic takes it off the wall and will flutter out to center. Bounces in toward the Binghamton zone, and Pekarski will take it back forward for the Black Bears. Pepe settles back into the Hat-Trick zone, and Atwell will chip it up to center. Gesso flying into the offensive zone in the corner, turning by Pekarski, works his way toward the front of the net. He's upended. It will be a penalty on the Black Bears, and they touch up. The Hat-Tricks will go to the power play. A hold spotted, and it will be Pekarski going to the box. The Hat-Tricks to the power play for with 2:35 remaining in the first, and down a goal. The Hat-Tricks power play at 17.3% coming into play. Binghamton just one of 3 penalty kills in the league, under 80%. Hat-Tricks only had about 30 seconds on their first power play. They could not convert, and we'll have a full chance here with Dowda taking the draw. Far circle, one back to the point. Tom Mealy walks to the right point and will chase down into the hash marks. Near Dasher plays it back to the point. Gallagher, far circle, Ruiz will fire toward the net. It's wide and back out to Mealy on the near side. He'll turn it toward the corner. It's played back to the point. Hat-Tricks keep it alive. Ruiz sliding into the corner. Steve Mealy out in front. Dowda back down low off a body. It bounces to Tom Mealy near circle. 30 seconds into the power play. Hat-Tricks down a goal. Tom Mealy tries to go circle to circle. It's knocked away. Ruiz has it far side. Down low to Steve, side of the net. Up to Ruiz. Dowda in the high slot. Back to the point. Gallagher rips it, and it's blocked in front by Fitzgerald, and he clears. 1:45 left in the first. It's 2-1 Black Bears. Hat-Tricks with 1:05 left on a power play. Gallagher will start up left to right. Mealy drops back to Gallagher out of his own end and across the red line. Into the offensive zone, left wing. Far hash marks. He'll look back toward the point and still controls the puck. He'll play it down low. Steve Mealy crashing to the front of the net across Tom. Near side. He flubbed the shot into the corner. Kuznetsov back at the point. Right point will shoot. It's tipped wide by Dowda and into the corner. It's cleared up and out off of Gallagher and to center. Hat-Tricks with 35 seconds left on the power play. 1:05 in the period. 2-1. Binghamton leads. Mealy across the line. Drops for Dowda, left circle. The rip high and wide into the corner. Back up high for Pepe. Hash marks. He'll slide down low. Overlap with Tom Mealy. Top of the right circle. Playing it across. It is played out and off the wall. Dowda will rip it off the iron. It bounces to the far side. He had some space inside the post, but ripped it off the iron, and it's turned out toward the slot. The Hat-Tricks can't control it. Back to the point, left side. Pekarski out of the box, left circle. And it's ripped wide by Pepe. Turned behind the net, out in front. Dowda stuffs away at it. It hops in the air. 25 to go in the period. It is up the near wing and out all the way down. Icing will be called against Binghamton with 18.6 seconds left.
Brittany, what do you think so far?
It's going good. We gotta pick it up now.
You gotta pick it up. All right. You want to do anything for the fans right now? Anything at all? You say it, we're gonna do it.
For all you loyal fans, we are gonna give you 50% off at the store today. Go stock up on your hats, sweatshirts, your long sleeves, and support your Hat-Tricks team. For the first intermission.
Oh, for the first intermission, half price. Wow. Brittany Jackson, team owner, 50% off through the end of the first intermission. Wow. What a day.
The Hat-Tricks are going to the power play
Electric power play.
here. Back to the power play. Boilar's in the box. I didn't see a call made. 15 seconds left in the period. Hat-Tricks win the draw. Far side, Bronner.
2 minutes per slash.
It's a slash against Boilar. Pepe from the point rips it through. It's tipped wide and in the corner. Out to the right circle. Gesso, the shot blocked in front by Fitzgerald. Side of the cage, 1 second left. And that will do it for the first. Hat-Tricks will have 1:41 left on the power play after the second period begins. And it is a 2-1 Binghamton game. Teams trading goals in the first. We'll be back for the second period coming up next on the Hat-Tricks YouTube. 2-1 Black Bears after 1. Second period about to be underway in Danbury. The Hat-Tricks down 2-1 after the first period, but start on the power play for a minute 41 for the beginning of the second period. Tyler Jurich scored twice in the first for Binghamton. In between that, Corey Anderson, his 30th of the year for Danbury. And returning from injury, he has found himself back on the score sheet tonight. The Hat-Tricks and Black Bears tied, or rather, the Hat-Tricks down a goal, out shooting Binghamton 19-5 in the first period, but down on the scoreboard, and the Hat-Tricks and Black Bears ready to go in the second. Hat-Tricks win the face-off and will start on the power play. 1:35 left on it. Bronner into the offensive zone, fires it all the way across. Left side, it is up the near wall. Anderson will play it down. In the corner, Kuznetsov knocks it behind for Bronner. Back to the far side, Jesso, right circle, plays all the way through the slot. It's knocked away and up out to center. In the neutral zone, Hat-Trick go right back in. Bronner whips it around into the corner, hits the referee, and Anderson will find it. Halfway through the power play, the shot off the shoulder of Liskowitz, up and out. 40 seconds into the period. Hat-Trick's down a goal with 1:02 left on the power play. Final score in Columbus, 6-1. River Dragons beat the Thunderbirds. The Hat-Tricks a chance to go up in third place by a little bit further. Blast from Gallagher at the point, saved by Liskowitz and turned all the way down. 50 to go on the power play, 50 gone in the second. Hat-Tricks down a goal. Binghamton has jumped Carolina into fourth place with the Thunderbirds loss. Ruiz blasts into the zone, the shot blocked. Powell plays it up, not out. Gallagher, right point. 35 to go on the power play. Center point will turn it side of the net. Steve Mealy has it behind the cage. Comes out near wing and slows down along the circle. Bottom of the ring. It hops over his stick. He is crunched along the wall. Ruiz toward the slot. It bounces back to the point. Gallagher. 18 to go on the power play. Tom Mealy, right circle. Out in front. Tipped by Ruiz. Save Liskowitz into the corner. Tom Mealy back toward the point. Dowda stopped it there, but it is Newberg who will clear it all the way down. Boilar gets out of the box, and it is back to full strength each side. Right to left, Tom Mealy through center will wind and blast it off of Pekarski, up and out behind the Binghamton net. 1:51 into the second, 2-1 Black Bears. And they are in fourth place now, the Black Bears, with the Carolina loss at 524 points percentage, and Danbury at 567, sitting in third. Hat-Tricks looking to win this one and keep the hold on third place. Jurich left to right through center, 2 minutes into the second. The Black Bears lead by a goal. Into the Hat-Tricks end, behind the net. Kirkby will play it back toward the point. Pekarski slides it down low, intercepted Ojic. He'll race to center. Legs moving across the Binghamton line. Right wing, right circle, will wrist it. He scores! Ojic goes coast to coast and fires it over the glove of Liskowitz. The Hat-Tricks tie it at 2:15 into the second, and Ojic has his 10th goal of his rookie season. The Hat-Tricks tie it up early in the second. They couldn't convert on the power play, but Ojic says, no big deal. It's 2-2, and the Hat-Tricks will take the puck through center, right to left. Steve Mealy, right side into the offensive zone, sliding toward Jesso. It's intercepted from Yates and turned up the far wall. Out at center, Brown lays a hit. It trickles into the Hat-Tricks end. Rolling on edge, Atwell will go back to grab it. 2:40 into the second, tied at 2. The Hat-Tricks out shooting the Black Bears 22-5. but it's tied on the scoreboard. Oganezov at center, whips it toward the hat-trick's end. It hits the linesman. Binghamton into the zone. Jurich toward the slot and back to the far side. One-timer. It goes wide and into the corner. Yates was on the far side with that shot and missed the cage in the corner. The hat-tricks take over. 3:05 into the second. Steve Brown gets the only assist on Ojik's 10th of the year. Hat-tricks work right to left through center. Jesso on the left wing, near side, into the Binghamton end, slide toward the side of the net. Tipped away by Liskowitz into the corner. The hat-tricks find it with Jesso, dunking back to the point. Played by Susi, tipped wide from Dowda in the slot. It's behind the cage. Jesso in the corner. Put it out in front. Dowda trying to take a shot off. It's tipped away by Yarwood out to center. Jesso will take over for the hat-tricks. Right side, Jesso tips into the offensive zone and goes to chase along behind the net. Near side, it is up, and Kuznetsov will play across. It's past Ruiz, out to center from Sherman. High in the air. It is trickling into the hat-trick's end. It will be Danbury to take over. Right side, in his own end, Susi outlets to Tom Mealy. Through center, right to left. Into the Binghamton end, across the line, Ruiz, the blast on the one-timer, kicked out by Liskowitz. Left side, Mealy, back down low, Ruiz off his stick in front, and Binghamton will take over. 4:20 into the second. Hat-tricks and Black Bears tied at 2. Black Bears 3-on-1 into the hat-trick's end. Sherman across. Tracy Fan on the shot. The hat-tricks with numbers the other way. Right to left, it's Mealy up the left wing. 3-on-2. Drops to Kuznetsov. High slot. The dangle, the side, and he'll shoot. It's zoned by Liskowitz. He'll cover up. He got to the right circle, and Liskowitz followed him, was falling down. Kuznetsov couldn't beat him on the shot. And the hat-tricks will have to settle for an offensive zone face-off. .441 into the second, tied at 2. Ojik will flutter side of the net into the corner. It's turned up the wall by Binghamton. Turner will tip ahead and takes a hit from Ojik, getting the puck to center. Abbott left side into the hat-trick's end. Far wing, and it's Newberg into the corner. Anderson strips him, carries up the right side for the hat-tricks. It's turned out to center. Ojik will skate into the offensive end. Cuts at the top of the near circle. Backhands all the way across in the slot. Anderson bouncing puck, swatting away at it. And Liskowitz will glove it. 5:09 into the second. Tied at 2 with the early goal from the hat-tricks.
Free appetizer from the Texas Roadhouse. What's your favorite appetizer?
The cactus blossom.
The cactus blossom. I love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look.
5:09 into the second. Tied at 2. Movie trivia going on in the building right now. It is Happy Gilmore in honor of Masters Sunday. Hope you all enjoyed the final round. If you have it on tape or whatever, I won't ruin it for you, but it was fun. And we celebrate with Happy Gilmore on movie trivia tonight. Hat-tricks in the offensive zone. 5 minutes into the second, win the face-off. It's slapped on toward the net by Brown. Turned out to center. Powell blocked it and cleared all the way down. Side of the hat-tricks net. Abbott there for Binghamton. Taken out to the corner by Atwell, and Anderson will chip to center. Hat-tricks trying to force it into the offensive zone. Can't get by. It is Danbury to take over in its own end. Atwell, long stretch pass towards center. It's intercepted. Abbott will play toward the hat-trick's end. Danbury takes over. Brown across to Atwell, and he will outlet ahead. Right side, Bronner tips into the offensive end, trickles toward goal. Fitzgerald intercepts in front, clears up the wall, and Bronner lays a hit to play the puck into the corner near side. 6 minutes gone in the second. Tied at 2, Danbury and Binghamton. The Hat-Tricks were down a goal after 1, and even it up with Ojic's 10th of the year here in the second, 2:15 in. And that's where we stand with 13:45 to go in the period. In the neutral zone, Steve Mealy will flutter into the offensive end to the left. Fitzgerald turns up the wall for the Black Bears, can't get it out. Susi keeps in, shot side of the net. Jesso out in front, rebound, and it is stopped by Liskowitz. He was sprawled out, had his left arm along the ice. Downa couldn't get a great shot off. It was going toward goal slowly. Liskowitz just had to put the arm along the ice to stop it. Hat-Tricks taking the face-off. Far circle, offensive end. Downa forced it back, but it's Jurich out to center. Left to right across the Hat-Tricks line. His pass in front. Intercepted by Pepe. Played to the far wall and turned up around behind the corner. Yates taking it out in front to the net. The shot saved by Wilson. Far side, chipped up by Steve Mealy. Kept in by Yates. Turning it toward the slot. Mealy interrupts Kirkby, who tried to grab the puck. The puck played back down to him from Sherman. The Hat-Tricks intercept. 7 minutes gone in the second. Hat-Tricks and Black Bears tied at 2. Hat-Tricks move into the offensive zone. Pass goes past Jesso's stick, and he'll have it back along the near wall in the offensive end. He'll take it out to center. Plays across to Gallagher, who skates into the offensive zone. He'll chip it toward the net, and Jesso goes in, pushing on to Liskowitz. Yarwood took exception to that. Liskowitz will cover it. 7:15 into the second, tied at 2. Hat-Tricks far circle offensive end. They win the faceoff. It's turned down low behind the net. Kuznetsov battles for it. It dumps Pekarski in the corner. Hat-Tricks find it. Ruiz, one-timer in front, blocked by Boilar. Rebound to Ruiz, the backhand, save Liskowitz. Rebound again side of the net, and Ruiz can't find it into the corner. Binghamton plays it behind the net. Mealy up to the far side. Kuznetsov battles a bouncer and plays it back to the point. Lazaro comes in from there. The wrist shot off the right pad of Liskowitz. Kuznetsov has the rebound. He is upended, and it is played all the way out to center. Hat-Tricks bench wanting a call on that. They don't get it. Sherman into the Hat-Tricks end. The backhand over the net, and Wilson tipped it with the glove. The Hat-Tricks come out the near wing. Out to center. Mealy into the neutral zone, and will circle back toward his own end. Turns around at the red line and skates forward, dancing into the offensive zone. Right side. Leaves for Anderson at the circle. The rip is saved by Liskowitz. Right in the stomach. He's able to make the stop. 11:46 to go in the second. Tied at 2. Far circle offensive end for Danbury. 11:45 left in the second. Tied at 2. Atwell at the point kicks it toward the bottom of the zone. It's played out to center by Binghamton. Turner into the Hat-Tricks end. Left circle. Down low. Backhands out in front. Abbott trying the one-timer. Stopped by Anderson. Played to center, and Bronner finds it for Danbury. Chipping forward into the offensive end. Fitzgerald will take over for the Black Bears. 8:40 into the second. Tied at 2. Turner backhands in deep. Wilson will take it behind the net and play it up the near wall. Anderson will chase after it. Fitzgerald pinches for Binghamton and plays it down low. Tipped side of the net from Atwell. It goes wide, and he'll take over behind the net. 11 minutes to play in the second. Tied at 2. Binghamton almost forcing a turnover in the Hat-Tricks end, but the Hat-Tricks will dunk it out to center. Black Bears take over in the neutral zone. Abbott left side into the Hat-Tricks end. Far circle, will take it all the way around behind the cage, turning out near wing, and comes out to the point. Right side, Jurich will wind the drive, gloved by Wilson. Hat-tricks netminder, 4 for 4 in the second period so far. Binghamton, just 9 total shots. Hat-tricks with 27. In this one, actually, it's 31 for the Hat-tricks so far. Danbury wins the draw on its own end, drops back toward the point. Susi will play it all the way out to center. Jesso across the left wing into the offensive zone. At the circle, will rip it. He scores! Under the blocker of Liskowitz. 3 straight with a goal for Jesso against the Black Bears. It's his 20th of the year, and the Hat-tricks are on top for the first time tonight. 10:29 to go in the second. Jesso flies down the left wing and rips it by Liskowitz. The Hat-tricks in front. First lead of the night and out shooting Binghamton 32-9. Right back into the zone. Jesso fires it wide of the net. Up to the left point. Pepe dances by, keeps it in the zone, chips it forward for Dowda. Dowda back to the slot. Mealy down low. It was knocked away by Yarwood. Right point, Susi will fling it. Side of the net. Mealy settles. Looking out in front. Yarwood dives out to block it away. Steve Mealy has it back in the corner to the point. Pepe walks in, drives. It's off of a body in front and wide into the corner. Halfway through the second, 3-2 Hat-tricks, and it feels like the momentum has shifted. Steve Mealy in the left corner, up to Dowda, the one-timer from the circle, saved by Liskowitz, and Binghamton will get a much-needed break here. The Hat-tricks buzzing in the offensive zone. 3-2 Danbury, 9:50 to go in the second. Dustin Jesso's 20th of the year has given the Hat-tricks their first lead of the night. 9:31 into the second was the goal just a few seconds ago. The Hat-tricks with another offensive zone face-off. A great shift for Danbury after the goal has led to that. 9:50 to go in the second period. Hat-tricks up by 1. 2 goals in the second for Danbury to take the lead. Binghamton wins the draw out the right side from their own end, and Pekarski will backtrack into his own zone again from center. Tipped into the Hat-tricks end, and it's played on into the corner. Sherman up high in the slot, fans on the shot, backhand toward the front of the net, knocked away by the Hat-tricks to the point. Pekarski's shot blocked by Gallagher. Off to the near wing, Ruiz will backhand to center. Tom Mealy in the neutral zone is stripped from behind by D'Angelo, and stick goes flying. It was Tracy's, and Binghamton will carry into the Hat-tricks end. Right side, it is D'Angelo across in the far corner. Sherman back to Tracy, below the Hat-tricks net, out in front, tipped away by Tom Mealy into the near boards. Under 9 to play in the second. Hat-tricks on top, 3-2. Gallagher will skate out of his own end. Into the offensive zone, swinging wide to the right, and it is Kuznetsov who tries to play it low, can't get it in, and it is out to center. All the way back to Steve Brown in his own end. Anderson will rip it wide into the offensive end. A shot off of Anderson's side of the cage into the end wall. Played up to the point. Atwell will fake the shot and go wide of the net with the rip. It's back to Brown, far point, down low. Anderson steering out in front. It goes all the way through. Atwell finds it, chips to the far circle, and will catch up to it. And the hash marks, down low to Anderson, all the way across. Ojic was streaking in, but it was tipped away. He has the puck along the near wall. Backhands all the way to the far boards, and it's Pekarski who banks the center for Binghamton. Under 8 to play in the second. Hat-trick's up 3-2. And out shooting Binghamton 33-9. Atwell chips across. Brown will skate through center, gains the red line and drives it on goal. It's blockered down by Liskowitz up the near wing. Dowda will chip it forward and has it off the wall. Sliding up high for Bronner, will turn, rip, and it is stopped by Liskowitz under his left arm. Look behind him, but it was sealed off. 7:35 to go in the second. 3-2 the score. Steve Mealy and Adam Dowda the assists on Jesso's goal to give the Hat-Tricks their first lead of the night. Steve Mealy will take this face-off. Back to the point, he wins it. Susi down low, 7.5 to go. Hat-Tricks up 1 in the second, but the pass toward the front of the net knocked away. Fitzgerald will race to center, weaves his way through into the Hat-Tricks end, and is cut off by 2 Danbury Hat-Tricks. And it will trickle in on goal. Wilson covers with 7:20 left. Hat-Tricks win the faceoff in their own zone. It is Gallagher behind the net. Patiently waiting to start the breakdown, and he does find Dowda up the left wing. He'll skate through center across the red line, tips to the near wing. Jesso knocks it forward. Dowda into the offensive zone, tries to cut toward the net. It's knocked away. Dowda back up high. Steve Mealy settles the shot. It deflects in front, hits Liskowitz. Rebound. Dowda steers it through the blue paint and wide. Steve Mealy on the near wall, back to the point. Gallagher plays across right side. Jesso takes off the wall. Will rip it from the point, tips wide. Mealy in after it. It's back to the point. Gallagher right side will shoot from long range. It hits a body in front, and Binghamton carries out. 3-on-2 if the Black Bears hurry. Dowda catching up. Sherman, or rather Yates on the right wing, will shoot it off of Lazaro. It goes wide behind the Hat-Tricks net. Jurich will play it back to the corner. Yates there, stopped by Lazaro. Dowda will play up the wall, and the Hat-Tricks out to center. Kuznetsov up the right wing, far side into the offensive zone. Stops at the hash marks and will turn around past Kirkby. Right point, Kuznetsov dunks it into the corner, and Ruiz will take over. His shot off a stick, rides high over the net, into the corner boards, far side. Kirkby finds it and skies high in the air, all the way out to center. Bounces inside the Hat-Tricks blue line. Atwell finds for Danbury and starts back forward, right to left. Kuznetsov across the Binghamton line, across Atwell in the slot, the rip, blocker down by Liskowitz, rebound into the corner, and Binghamton puts up the wall. Kuznetsov keeps it in. Tom Mealy in the corner, has Kuznetsov streaking, looks for Ruiz, who was behind him, but it was tipped away. Played all the way down. Binghamton cancels icing. Wilson will go out of the net to play it up the far boards. The Hat-Tricks turn it over. Into the Hat-Tricks end is Tracy out in front. Left pad saved by Wilson. Rebound in front, and he covers up. Tracy cut right to the front of the net through the blue paint. Wilson kept the left leg out and stopped that puck from going in. It is still a 3-2 lead for the Hat-Tricks with 5:25 left in the second. Wilson up to 9 total saves in this game. Hat-Tricks have not allowed a lot, but Tracy with one of the better Binghamton chances so far. Hat-Tricks win the draw on their own end. Kick all the way down. Ojic into the offensive end. In the corner, back to the point. Pepe, shot tipped in front from Bronner. It's saved, and back to the point. Pepe walks in, left circle, the wrist shot, down low, rebound in front, they score! Anderson's second of the night! He puts on the rebound. The Hat-Tricks are up by 2. 5:04 left in the second. His 31st of the season. The Hat-Tricks played it from the point. Pepe kept it in, launched a shot back in, and it hit around in front. Anderson found it and put it past Liskowitz, who was sitting on his backside. And the Hat-Tricks have a 2-goal lead with 5:04 left in the second. Dowda will take the face-off against Newberg, and it is the Hat-Tricks to win it. Gesso back toward his own end, ahead to the neutral zone. Dowda left wing into the offensive end. He'll dink it in on goal, and it's stopped by Liskowitz. In the corner, Steve Mealy crashes in with Dowda. Puck hops along the boards near side. Turner will play it up and out to Abbott. 2-on-1 if Binghamton hurries. Hat-Tricks have players getting back. Abbott toward the front of the net. The backhand sticked away by Wilson. Into the corner, it is Gesso up to center and out to Pekarski. Bronner and Pepe get the assists on Anderson's second of the night. And it's a big one for the Hat-Tricks. Up by 2, outshooting Binghamton 41-12 with 4:18 left in the second. Gesso back into the offensive zone. The shot saved up high with Liskowitz. Played back to the point. Kept in. Gallagher whips it on goal. Blocker down again by Liskowitz. Near board. Gesso finds it along the circle. Switching places with Steve Mealy in the corner. Back to the point. Lazaro will fire. It's saved. Liskowitz turned to the wall. Steve Mealy has it. Under 4 to play in the second. It's blasted off of Boilar's hand wide of the net. Hat-Tricks trying to keep it in with Dowda far side. It is Binghamton to carry out. Boilar up the right wing to Jurich into the Hat-Trick zone. Looking to dance by Lazaro. And the whistle blows. The arm was up from the referee. And we will step aside. We'll see what the call is when we come back. The Hat-Tricks with 3 second period goals are on top, 4-2 with 3:41 left in the period. Zach Lazaro will sit. 2 minutes for holding. And the Hat-Tricks will head to the penalty kill with 3:41 left in the second, up by 2. Outshooting Binghamton 41-12 tonight. And the Hat-Tricks have 3 goals in the second to take the lead in the middle period. Binghamton can't win the faceoff to start their power play. The Hat-Tricks play it all the way down. 10 seconds into the kill for Danbury. In the Binghamton end to our left, the Black Bears will start back up. Yates on the far side. Across Powell on the right wing. We'll have to backtrack with Tom Mealy right in his space. The Black Bears through center. Left to right. Into the Hat-Tricks end. Kirkby left circle. Slides across Jurich. The blast in front. Tipped wide. Yarwood couldn't connect. Up to the point, Powell. Yates down low, 35 into the power play for Binghamton. 3 minutes left in the second. Hat-Tricks up 2. Back to the point. Powell will fake the shot, play toward the circle, and Ruiz intercepts. Carries out to center, gains the line, dumps in, and it's in on Liskowitz, who will steer aside for Powell to start back up. 1:05 left on the power play for Binghamton. They carry into the Hat-Tricks end. Kirkby up the far side. Banks to the point. Has it back along the wall. Slides behind the Danbury net. Around behind Yates. Cuts out in front. The shot saved by Wilson. He'll cover up. Nifty move by Yates to turn his back toward the goal and skate out to the front of the net. Chipped it in on goal, and Wilson able to make the stop with 53 to go on the kill for Danbury. 2:34 left in the second. The Hat-Tricks are up by 2 late in the second period. Far circle, Danbury end to the right. It will be Bronner for the Hat-Tricks and Newberg for Binghamton. Newberg wins it. Fitzgerald right side. Flutters across far point. It's Turner. Down low in the corner, Gallagher intervenes with Tracy. It's dunked behind the net, a big hit in the corner, and it's played out to the near side. Sherman toward the front of the net. Atwell intercepts, will try to muscle it up the wall. He does get through and out to center. Tipped out to the neutral zone by Anderson. Turned back forward by Turner, and Binghamton will start back. 25 seconds left on the Black Bears power play. On the left wing, all the way around the boards in the Hat-Trick's end. Wilson will turn it up from behind the net, near side. Bronner steps into one Black Bear there, but Sherman comes away with the puck. 12 to go on the power play, 1:52 in the second. Hat-Trick's up 2. Tracy down low into the corner. Fitzgerald, Binghamton, 5 seconds left on their power play. Fitzgerald from the point will shoot through traffic, gloved by Wilson. He'll hang on with 1 second left on the power play. .142 in the second period. Hat-Tricks with 3 in the second to take a 4-2 advantage. Dowda in the near circle in his own end for the Hat-Tricks against Yates. He'll turn the face-off around. Yates takes it into the corner. Hat-Tricks get their man out of the box. Lazaro. Yates cuts to the front of the net. The shot tipped away by Wilson into the corner. Yates back to the point. Pekarski lets it fly. It's off of a body and into the corner. Kirkby takes it along the wall for Binghamton. Down low. Jurich will play it along the dasher, and another penalty is coming up. This one against Binghamton. Right to left, the Hat-Tricks into the offensive zone. It is chipped in on goal, and the Hat-Tricks will get a power play as Liskowitz held on to that one. 1:13 left in the second. The Hat-Tricks back to the power play. A hold spotted against the Black Bears. Nobody yet going to the Binghamton penalty box. Yates is irate, being escorted over.
Fans, get ready for the Electric Power Play. Let's light her up.
Hat-Tricks back to the power play. And Binghamton is going to change netminders. An odd time for head coach Rod Davidson to do this. Maybe just trying to earn some time for his team. Joe Shepard will come into the game for Owen Liskowitz. Shepard made the start last night for Binghamton. Made 34 saves in the win. Hat-Tricks win the draw to start the power play. 1:10 left in the period, up by 2. Ruiz on the left circle. Down low to Steve Mealy. Back to Ruiz, left hash marks. Plays catch with Mealy in the corner. And the two will switch places. Mealy up to the dasher. Down low, Ruiz, side of the net, out to the far side. It's tipped away from Tom Mealy. Gallagher to the far wing will play it down low. It's off the glass, up out of play.
Reminder fans at the end of the game tonight, stay with the Hat-Tricks players, stay with the Hat-Trick players. Also, post-game party at TK's American Cafe tonight. Post-game
1:37 on the power play for the Hat-Tricks. 50.8 to go in the second period. Danbury up by 2. A crucial game in the FPHL standings. Yates sitting in the box for holding. Binghamton has overtaken Carolina momentarily for 4th place behind the Hat-Tricks, with Carolina losing tonight. Hat-Tricks looking to stay in 3rd on the power play late in the second. 40 seconds to go in the period. Gallagher at the point. Left circle, Ruiz surveys across and slides down low, side of the net, Mealy. It hops over his stick, goes behind the cage. He'll work it to the far boards, and Tom Mealy will take over there. along the far hash marks with 25 in the period, 1:15 on the power play. Up by 2, Hat-Tricks looking to extend the lead. Left circle, it's Ruiz toward the slot, Dowda right side. Tom Mealy hammers it wide on the one-timer. Steve Mealy turns it out in front toward the slot, and Sherman intercepts and clears for Binghamton. 10 seconds in the period. Wilson out of his own net will play it up to Dowda, and the outlet on for the Hat-Tricks. Ruiz at center gains the red line. His pass up and off a skate as the horn sounds, and that will do it for period number 2. The Hat-Tricks will have 46 seconds of power play time after the second intermission, and with 3 goals in the second period, the Hat-Tricks have taken a 2-goal lead into the final frame, outshooting Binghamton 45-15 after 2 periods. The second period goals from Tobias Ojic, Dustin Gesso, and Corey Anderson's second of the night. We'll be back for the third period on the Hat-Tricks YouTube channel. It's 4-2 Hat-Tricks after 40 minutes. 4-2 after 40 minutes. The Hat-Tricks on top thanks to 3 second-period goals from Tobias Ojic, Dustin Jesso, and Corey Anderson. He has 2 tonight, and the Hat-Tricks up 2 into the final period. Danbury out shooting Binghamton 43-12 after 40 minutes, and we are just about set for the third. The Hat-Tricks will go left to right in the third with 46 seconds left on a power play as Gavin Yates went off for a hold. The Hat-Tricks win the draw and will start the third period. Up 2 on the power play. Left to right through center. It's Tom Mealy across right side. Kuznetsov through the red line and into the offensive zone. Right wing dumps it into the corner. It goes all the way around far side for Mealy. Up the wall. It's intercepted by Sherman. Turned up and out by D'Angelo. Hat-Tricks will take over in the neutral zone. 20 seconds left on the power play, 30 seconds into the third. Up 2, Mealy will drop back to the point. Kuznetsov on the left side, takes it down low, up high to Atwell. Center point, the blast is wide of the net, cleared up, and Atwell keeps it in on the left point. Slides across for Brown. Power play ending in 3 seconds for the Hat-Tricks. Atwell will shoot, it's blocked by D'Angelo, turned down low as Yates exits the box. Pekarski will take over behind his own net for Binghamton. Owen Liskowitz back in the game. He was pulled late in the second. Must have been an equipment issue or something like that for Liskowitz. He's back in. Hat-Tricks turn to center. Jesso into the offensive end. Can't catch up after he tipped it into the zone. And Fitzgerald will play ahead. Dowda intercepts the wrist shot. Wide of the net. Side of the cage. Liskowitz plays it down low. It banks out in front. Rebound. They say no goal. It's still loose. And it's played out to center. All of Binghamton thought it was in the net. The players back to the Hat-Tricks end. Binghamton shot saved by Wilson. Gallagher had dove across to try and block it. Couldn't get there, but it is Jesso to carry ahead. He turns it over. Jurich down low in the Hat-Tricks end. Out in front, Kirkby. It's tipped away from the front of the net, and the puck goes behind the cage. Dowda takes over along the far wall, slides ahead. Jesso will skate through center. On the right wing, Steve Mealy into the offensive zone, stops just inside the line, filters it in deep, and it's tipped away into the corner. Jesso left hash marks, has Mealy streaking back to the far side. He can't connect with him with the pass. Mealy finds it along the wall, turns it back down low. 2:05 into the third. Hat-Tricks up 2, back at full strength, both teams. Binghamton into the Hat-Tricks end. Yates out in front. The backhand try off Wilson. Rebound, and Kirkby couldn't handle it. The Hat-Tricks out to center with Dowda. Left to right across the Binghamton line. Right circle will rip it high and wide off the glass. It bounces out to the point. Pepe chips it off the boards to Ojic out to center. It's off of the Hat-Tricks stick and into the neutral zone. Jurich will carry into the Hat-Tricks end. His pass toward the front. Intercepted. Anderson will skate forward. 2-on-2 for the Hat-Tricks. Now a 3-on-2 with Ojic joining. Anderson across the line. Feeds Ojic left side. It was behind him. He'll have to circle back for it. Sliding down low, looking for Bronner. Intercepted by Sherman. 2:45 into the third, and it's played out to center. Steve Brown takes it there. Chips right back in for the Hat-Tricks into the offensive zone. Bronner on the forecheck, can't control it. It's out to center. D'Angelo will take over there. Out in the neutral zone. Brown will tip it forward. Bronner takes a big hit along the wall and plays it into the offensive zone. Binghamton will take over. 3:15 into the third. Black Bears trail the Hat-Tricks by 2 on the right point. Newberg will shoot. It's hit Atwell, and it will be played to the right circle where it's played. Sticked up in the air by Wilson. Hops on top of the net and played aside. Rebound saved by Wilson. Sherman shooting that one from the left circle, and it's tipped out to center. Tom Mealy into the offensive end. Left circle. Kuznetsov finds it. Turns it toward the net. It bounces around. Abbott there for Binghamton. He'll take it out. Up through to the neutral zone. Johnny Ruiz intercepts. Tom Mealy lays a big hit down, and Binghamton will carry out to center. Abbott into the Hat-Tricks end, left side. His shot hits a body. Gallagher turns it behind his own cage. 4 minutes gone in the third. Hat-Tricks up 2. Ruiz out of his own zone, right wing. Will skate toward the center ice logo and fly it into the offensive end. Pekarski around behind his own cage up the left wing with one hand to Abbott, and he'll go cross ice. Tracy far side dumps into the Hat-Tricks end. Wilson to the left of his net will play it behind, and Gallagher will turn it around back behind the cage for Jesso. Hat-trick starting up left to right, out of his own zone. Jesso flies to center on the right wing, dancing through, kicks it forward, has it bottom of the near circle, out in front, muscle down. He crashes into the boards, and a penalty coming up against Binghamton. Jesso drawing the penalty. He is down behind the play. He crashed into the boards. And he is up skating off the ice. It will be Boilar for a cross check. The Hat-tricks back to the power play. 4:35 into the third, up by 2. And a chance on the Ferrer Electric power play to extend the lead to 3. Hat-tricks are out shooting Binghamton by a hefty margin tonight. 49-18. The Hat-tricks with the shot advantage. And 3 goals in the second, all at even strength, helped the Hat-tricks take the lead, looking to extend it on the power play. Dowda will take the faceoff far side, wins it back to the point. It's Mealy across to Gallagher. Hat-tricks 0 for 4 on the power play so far tonight. It's Mealy on the far side, playing to Ruiz in the corner. Back behind the net, Mealy 15 into the power play. His pass back to his brother Tom goes out to center. 5 minutes gone in period number 3. Hat-tricks with 90 seconds left on the power play, up by 2. Gallagher up the far wing for Tom Mealy. To the right side, Ruiz into the offensive zone. Drops at the circle, Steve Mealy, bottom of the near ring. Circles behind the net, comes out the far side for Ruiz at the top of the left circle. To the point, Gallagher will wrist it. It's tipped in front by Dowda, goes behind the net, back out in front from Steve, and it goes away into the corner. Steve upended there, gets the puck to Dowda. Steve Mealy taking it off the wall, feeds Ruiz in front, the blast blocked. Rebound turned aside, Mealy out in front, he scores! Ruiz's shot went wide, it banked off the end wall to Mealy at the far post, and he had an empty net to shoot at. It's his 12th of the season. The Hat-tricks, a power play goal, are up by 3. 5:34 into the third. Ruiz found the shot, he turned it wide. Liskowitz was all turned around, and Mealy at the far post was able to put the rebound home. 5:34 into the third. The Hat-tricks have extended the lead to 3. Corey Anderson wins the faceoff at center, and the Hat-tricks possess back into their own zone. Steve Brown will take it behind the cage and start up the left side. Ojic has it hop off his stick. Yates will take over for Binghamton. Sliding down to the slot, Kirkby knocked away by the Hat-tricks, and Ojic will take back over into the bottom of his own end. Flipping it up the wall, Brown settles and plays back behind his own net. Chipped up the far wall, Anderson to Ojic, and chips up in the air, in on goal. Liskowitz will glove it. Tom Mealy and Adam Dowda get the assists.
5 minutes, 34 seconds. Steve Mealy from Tom Mealy and Dowda at 5:34.
Dowda's second point of the night. Steve Mealy's 12th goal of the year. The Hat-tricks leading 5-2, and we will step aside with 13:51 to go in regulation. .609 into the third period. The Hat-tricks leading by 3. 5-2 Danbury. out shooting Binghamton 52-18 tonight. And 4 consecutive goals for the Hat-Tricks. They trail 2-1 after one period, 3 in the second, 1 on the power play in the third. And the Hat-Tricks will have an offensive zone face-off, up by 3. Hat-Tricks send Dowda to take the draw. He wins it back toward the top of the circle and plays it down low behind the net. It's Binghamton to take over. 13:42 to go in regulation. Binghamton dumps into the Hat-Tricks end. D'Angelo out in front, and the shot saved by Wilson. It was banked into the zone. D'Angelo sped by the whole Hat-Tricks D. The puck bounced to him off the wall, and he carried in to take the shot. Wilson made the save, top of his crease, able to hold on. And Danbury maintains the 3-goal lead with Wilson's 18th save of the night. Binghamton wins the draw, right point. Yarwood will take it down low. It's played around into the corner. Yarwood still controlling, leaving it for Yates. The Hat-Tricks hack away at it. Yarwood finds it, backhands toward the front of the net. It comes all the way through, and Jurich is stoned by Wilson. The puck bounced on a couple Hat-Tricks. It found Jurich right in front. Wilson kicked the left leg out to make the stop. No rebound. He covers. 6:41 into the third. 2 big stops from Brian Wilson in the last minute to keep it a 3-goal lead for the Hat-Tricks. No Nikita Ivashkin tonight for Binghamton. A big loss. He has 55 goals this season, 97 points. Binghamton on the face-off, tip in front, and they score. No Ivashkin, no problem for Kirkby in front of the net. Rather, Yates with the play in front, and Binghamton cuts the lead to 2. 13-12 left in the third. Yates gets his 15th, and the Hat-Tricks lead is down to 2. They win the faceoff. It's turned toward the offensive zone. A penalty coming up against Danbury. Black Bears into the Hat-Tricks end. Yates chases after it, lets Brown touch up, and it will be a hook against Dmitry Kuznetsov.
Time of the goal, 6 minutes, 48 seconds. Yates from Jurich and Kirkby at 6:48.
Just 19 seconds after the goal, Binghamton will get a power play, and it's a dangerous power play. Already has scored once tonight. Came into the game at over 24%, and it will have a chance to make this a 1-goal game. Hat-Tricks need a kill here. Near circle in the Danbury zone. 12:53 to go in regulation. 5-3, Hat-Tricks on top, and Binghamton wins the draw to start their power play. Jurich back to the point. Powell walks across the blue line, mishandles. Ruiz tries to take it to center. Would have had a breakaway, but he couldn't get out. Jurich, left side, will rip it high and wide over the cage. It bounced up high, and Tom Mealy tips it to center. Short-handed breakaway for Mealy across the blue line, between the circles, on the forehand, and he is stopped by Liskowitz. Binghamton will carry up right to left, and Kirkby leads it to the left wing. Yates into the Hat-Tricks end. Left circle, cutting toward the front of the net. Brown knocks it away, turns up the wall, and out all the way down. 1:22 to go on the power play for Binghamton. 12-10 in regulation. Hat-Tricks up 2. Bronner forced the turnover behind the Binghamton net. Plays it out in front. It's knocked away by Liskowitz. Anderson was coming in for the Hat-Tricks, but it never got to him. Kirkby up the right wing for Binghamton. Far side, goes across ice, left side, into the zone. Powell stopped in front by Lazaro. The Hat-Tricks clear to center and down. The Hat-Tricks will change penalty kill units. 55 to go on the power play for Binghamton. 11:45 left in the third. Played all the way out to center. The Hat-Tricks converge on the puck there. Lazaro up the far wing. Mealy knocks into Yates, turns the puck forward and out to center. Ballar will take over. Jurich left wing toward the hat-trick's end, holds up, plays across, Sherman into the zone. Right side, he plays into the corner toward the front of the net, intercepted Gallagher, he'll clear. 25 to go on the power play. 11:15 left in regulation. Hat-trick's up 2, Binghamton. Winding down a power play chance. Ballar on the right side into the Danbury zone. Far circle, Sherman has it in his skates. Atwell finds it for Danbury and clears all the way down. That will do it for the Binghamton power play. Kuznetsov exits the box. The hat-tricks get the kill, still up by 2 with 10:50 to go. Dowda in the offensive zone, out in front, Ruiz the blast, he scores! Number 48 on the season. The hat-tricks lead by 3 once again, right after they kill it off. Ruiz from Dowda below the goal line, and the hat-tricks are up 6-3. 10:46 left in regulation. The hat-tricks have extended the lead back to 3. Right when the power play for Binghamton ended, the hat-tricks got the puck in the offensive zone. Dowda behind the net. Ruiz found his way toward the crease, and Dowda found him for his 48th of the season. Dowda gets the only assist, and the hat-tricks lead by 3. Binghamton wins the face-off at center and turns up the left wing. Into the hat-trick's end, Susi chases back for it. Plays behind the net, it's up the wall, and the hat-tricks find it. Mealy up the left wing, falls down, but gets the puck to center, and D'Angelo will take over there for Binghamton. On the right side, D'Angelo into the offensive zone, turns it all the way around, wraparound, rebound in front, Sherman, stopped by Wilson, and the stick of Tracy goes into 2 pieces. It will be a penalty on the hat-tricks. Tom Mealy throwing right in a scrum, all the players converging. And a penalty will come up. .10:16 left in regulation. Sherman will be escorted to the box. No hat-tricks going toward the box yet. Looks like Tom Mealy may be headed off as well. And he does go off to the box. 10:16 left in the third, 6-3. Hat-tricks on top. There's 2 minutes on the board against Mealy.
Get ready for the Cyber's penalty kill.
We don't have the official call yet. I imagine Mealy gets the original penalty. They both get 2 extra for roughing. And then the extra 2 on the hat-tricks leads to a Binghamton power play. They just converted on one a few minutes ago. Rather, they converted in the first period. This last power play unsuccessful for Binghamton. Left circle, it's Jurich as Binghamton starts the power play. Jurich back to the point. Powell will wind, fakes the shot. Yarwood one-timer far side. Wilson makes the save and the net comes off as he pushed off the post. 14 seconds into the penalty kill for the hat-tricks. 10:02 left in regulation. Hat-tricks up 3. Tom Mealy off for slashing and roughing. And then Sherman just a rough. So the hat-tricks got the extra 2.
Try the wings, meet the players. Meet the Anderson
10:02 left in the third. Hat-tricks win the draw on the penalty kill, and Atwell will clear all the way down. Under 10 to play in regulation. Liskowitz behind his own net, turns it ahead. Yarwood will play up the wall. Right side, Powell ahead to Kirkby, past Atwell toward the front of the net. Rebound, side of the cage. Yates steers it wide. Penalty coming up against the Hat-tricks. Yates to the point. Powell tips it in front all the way far side. One-timer Yarwood saved by Wilson, and Yarwood plays it all the way down back into his own zone on the pass to the point. 1:05 left on the penalty to Mealy. There will be another penalty coming up against Danbury. Powell skates into the Hat-tricks end, and it goes all the way through to the far corner where Anderson will touch, and a hold called against the Hat-tricks. We'll step aside. It will be Aaron Atwell for holding. The Hat-tricks have to kill off a two-man advantage when we come back. 9:11 left in regulation. The Hat-tricks up by 3. Aaron Atwell called for holding. The Hat-tricks will have to kill off a two-man advantage for 55 seconds for Binghamton. Face-off will be near circle in the Hat-tricks zone. Brian Wilson looking on to his right. Dowda, Gallagher, and Lazaro are out for the Hat-tricks. Yates, Kirkby, Powell, Jurich, and Yarwood for Binghamton. Black Bears win the draw. Yarwood, right circle, across Jurich. Will skate ahead and play it to the far circle. Back to Jurich. The blast high and wide off the glass. Jurich already has one on the 5-on-3 tonight. The second time the Hat-tricks have tried to kill this off. First one, weren't able to do it. Jurich, left circle with 35 to go on the two-man advantage. Back to Yarwood, far circle. Jurich in front. One-timer goes out behind the net. And the whistle blows. 29 to go on the two-man advantage. Ruiz will take the face-off. Stepping in is Gallagher and Brown, also on the penalty kill. Back to the point, Jurich. Binghamton won the draw. Left side, Powell, center slot. Jurich, the blast blocker down by Wilson. 15 to go on the two-man advantage. Jurich, right circle, Yarwood slides it down low. Yates, side of the net, far wing, and his pass back to the point goes all the way out to center. 8 to go on the two-man advantage for Binghamton. Susi, who's serving the extra 2 for Mealy, will get out of the box in 1 second. He is out, and Yarwood skates through center. Right to left into the Hat-trick zone. Still a minute left on the penalty to Atwell. In the corner, Binghamton digs it out behind the net. Kirkby along, plays it to the corner. Yarwood will take it on the far wing. Back to the point, Jurich. Right side, slides across the blue line and plays to the right circle for Yarwood. His wrist shot blocked by Lazaro and up out of play. Hat-tricks with 43 seconds left on the kill, 7:54 in regulation, holding on to a 3-goal lead. Face-off in the Danbury zone, won by the Hat-tricks into the corner. It's Gallagher pinned against the wall from Tracy. Newberg digs it free to the point. 35 to go on the right side. And back to the point, it's Boilar. Right circle. The shot from Newberg goes wide of the net. Wilson grabs it off the carom from the end wall, and he'll hold on. 21 to go on the penalty kill. 21 seconds left on the penalty kill for the Hat-Tricks. 7:28 in the period. They win the draw. Play it to center. Newberg flagged it down, but not until the neutral zone. He carries it right back into the Hat-Tricks end. The shot blockered way up in the air and out by Wilson. 8 seconds to go on the kill. Atwell standing in the penalty box, ready to be let out. And the Hat-Tricks changing up the PK unit. Pepe and Gallagher on the back end. Anderson, Bronner up front. 6-3 Hat-Tricks, 7:19 to go. A crucial matchup in the playoff race for third place at least in the FPHL standings. Binghamton wins the draw to the point. It is played back in, and the Hat-Tricks clear out. Atwell out of the box. Hat-Tricks get the kill and are back to full strength. 7:05 to go, third period. 6-3, Danbury on top. Susi from center will shovel it in. Liskowitz out of the net to our right to play it to the corner. Powell crunched along the wall. It trickles out to center, and the Hat-Tricks take over. Susi from his own end plays to Pepe, who banks it forward, and Binghamton will take over in its own end. Powell up the far wing, tipped into the Hat-Tricks zone. Wilson behind his cage, leaves it for Susi to take over. 6:35 left in regulation. Hat-Tricks turn up the far wall. It's turned over. Jurich down low to Yates, back to Jurich, far wall. Will play back to the point, Pekarski. Jurich sliding to the circle. Kirkby with Ruiz right on his back. Plays to the point. Walking the line, Pekarski wings it wide of the net, and it comes out the near side up to center ice. Wallard takes over there for Binghamton. Right side, Pekarski dunks back into the Hat-Tricks end. Pepe will take over in front of his own net. Plays across to Susi. The cross ice feed off of Ojic's skate out to center, and the Hat-Tricks will take over there with Susi. Outlet tipped by Ojic into the Binghamton end. Pekarski outlets Newberg into the Hat-Trick zone. Blast saved by Wilson. It rebounds to the slot, and Kuznetsov finds it there. Playing into the offensive end, Jesso skates onto the Binghamton zone behind the net. He's upended. The puck still in his stick. He'll play it behind into the corner. Dauda strips D'Angelo, plays Kuznetsov. The wrist shot saved by Liskowitz, side of the cage. It's Pekarski playing it up. D'Angelo will play up and not out. Jesso down low behind the net, sealed off, and the puck comes free near circle. Dauda has it, back to the point. It goes out to center. Atwell has to go back to recover. 5:15 to go in the third. Hat-Tricks up 3. Danbury on a delayed offside, so Binghamton will take over in its own end. Hat-Tricks crash back in. The Black Bears in their own corner with D'Angelo will play it behind his net. Near side, Boilar has it hop over his stick. Jesso crashes along the wall there. D'Angelo finds the puck and powers it up to center. Gallagher there for the Hat-Tricks, patiently waiting to dump in, and now wings it around the boards. He is upended into the Binghamton bench, and he'll be pushing and shoving with Newberg. The Hat-Tricks in the offensive zone will shoot high and wide of the net. It is played out to center. Newberg across the Hat-Tricks line with Gallagher on him, and he is pushed off the puck. The Hat-Tricks intercept. 4:30 to play in regulation. Dauda through center, knocked away, and still controls the puck into the zone. Bronner 2-on-1. It's knocked away. Dauda recovers left circle, down low, out in front, trying the wraparound, and he is sealed off at the post just barely by the left blade of Liskowitz. It's played to the point. Lazaro takes over left side. Back through the shot. Rebound in front. Liskowitz covers. 4:09 to go in regulation. Hat-Tricks up 3. We'll be back for the final few minutes of the third. .409 left in the third. Hat-Tricks up by 3. Some late pressure from Danbury before the last whistle. After some physical play in the neutral zone, Gallagher and Yates, or Newberg rather, were getting involved. The Hat-Tricks found the puck and brought it into the offensive zone to set up some pressure. Danbury out shooting Binghamton tonight, 55-27. And they'll have another offensive zone face-off to try and extend that advantage. Up 6-3 with 4:09 left. It'll be Corey Anderson centering Phil Bronner and Steve Mealy out for the Hat-Tricks. Binghamton wins the draw with Yates. The Hat-Tricks find the puck in the corner, play it toward the slot, but it's knocked away and played out to center by Binghamton. Under 4 to play in the third. Hat-Tricks up 3. Susie will kick it up the wall. Bronner able to work it ahead, not out of the zone. Susie finds it and chips it all the way out to center. Steve Mealy into the offensive zone. Powell caught up to him. Anderson will rip it down low. Fitzgerald up the far wall for Powell, who tips to Yates, and he'll skate out of his own end, right to left for Binghamton. Yates in center, knocked away at the Hat-Tricks line. Ruiz drops for Susie, who outlets. Pass ahead into the tape of Dmitry Kuznetsov. Ruiz toward the high slot, has to turn back on the left wing. Down low, try to chip it by in the corner. Binghamton finds it behind the net, and Fitzgerald turns up the near side. Tom Mealy intervenes, takes the puck out toward the front of the net. It bounces away to Steve Brown at the point. Right circle, he tips it down low. Kuznetsov looking to free it for Mealy. It's cleared up, and Atwell can't keep it in. He'll take over at center. His pass is flagged down by Yates into the Hat-Tricks end. 1-on-4 Yates. Right circle, goes between his legs, chips it, and Wilson makes the stop. In the near corner, Kuznetsov has the rebound and will skate out with some space. Left to right, he will blaze his way through the neutral zone on the right wing toward the slot. Dangles, goes between his legs, the shot up high on Liskowitz. He made the save. In the corner, the rebound to Tom Mealy. Dowda back to Tom at the point. He'll sidestep Sherman toward the circle. Down low to Dowda in the corner. 2.5 to play in the third. Hat-Tricks up 3, and it is played up and to the point. Atwell keeps it in. Cross ice feed, tipped away from Mealy into the corner. He'll take it off the wall. Works his way up high, cross ice, hits a body, and D'Angelo will find it for Binghamton. Yarwood backhands to center. Sherman on the tape into the Hat-Tricks end. Right wing, drops back for Tracy. Shot in front, tipped by D'Angelo, saved by Wilson. Good positioning from Wilson to make the stop on the deflection in front by D'Angelo. Jesso getting into it with Oganezov after the play along the near wall in the Hat-Tricks zone. Some pushing and shoving. These two teams, the third straight night they are playing. That'll happen sometimes toward the end of it. 2:03 left. 6-3 Hat-Tricks. Oganezov being escorted away. Jesso may be escorted away too. Oganezov sent to the Binghamton bench. Oganezov on the Binghamton bench still. Jesso has made his way to the locker room. Players congregating over by the benches in between. Two linesmen, one of the referees over there trying to get things moving along. Oganezov still on the bench. Oganezov finally appearing to make his way off the bench into the locker room. The face-off will be in the hat-trick zone. Still a discussion in front of the hat-tricks bench. One of the referees and Billy McCreary on the bench. They'll break it up and ready to go. 2:03 left in the third. Face-off in the hat-tricks end. No penalties on the board. It'll still be 5-on-5 after all that. Binghamton wins the draw. It's forced to center by the hat-tricks and taken out. Under 2 minutes left in the third. Hat-tricks up 3, and the Binghamton shot rips wide of the net, turned by the hat-tricks net into the corner. Tracy behind, intercepted by Anderson, turned up the wall. Ojic will take over, skate out of his own end to the red line, and he'll dump it into the offensive zone. 90 seconds to go in regulation. Hat-tricks up by 3. Binghamton up the right side, and it is dumped along into the hat-tricks end. Kirkby along the near wall, stopped. Mealy will play it up. Dowda out to center to Ojic. Into the offensive zone, left wing. He'll stop at the far circle and feed down low for Dowda. Doesn't quite reach him, and Pekarski will take over. In the neutral zone, Dowda finds it, plays across for Steve Mealy with a minute left in regulation. Hat-tricks up by 3 in their own end. It will be Gallagher across for Tom Mealy, and he'll skate up the right side. Into the offensive end, into the bottom of the circle, back to Mealy. The play is intercepted, and Binghamton comes the other way. Boilar toward the front of the hat-tricks net is knocked away. Hat-tricks into the neutral zone, 30 seconds left, up 3. Back into the Danbury end with Binghamton, and Dowda finds it in the corner, plays ahead to Steve Mealy, who shuffles it to center. 20 seconds to go in regulation. Hat-tricks are on top by 3, 15 seconds left. Binghamton holds on in its own end behind the net. Kirkby will just stay there and let the clock run down. Kuznetsov chasing after him. Plays it out to Anderson. The shot, he scores! Kuznetsov forces the turnover, and Anderson with the hat trick with 1.5 seconds left. Billy McCreary throws his hat on the ice from the bench. Hats go flying, and Danbury up by 4. .5 seconds left, and the hat tricks up 4. Corey Anderson, the hat trick. He returns to the lineup and scores 3 times. 32 goals this season for Anderson. And Danbury with the icing on the cake tonight. A huge win for the hat tricks to hold on to third, extend their lead in that position. Hoping to get to second place. Columbus winning today doesn't help, but holding on to third, important for Danbury, and the horn will sound. The hat tricks win it 7-3. Corey Anderson with a hat trick in his return to the lineup, and the hat tricks get a much needed 3 points. They win the series against the Black Bears, and will head into the final week of the regular season in third place. Seven to 3 the final. The Hat Tricks were down 2-1 after the first, 3 in the second, and 4 straight overall. Had the Hat Tricks on top 5-2 early in the third, and they never looked back. The final 7-3, Corey Anderson, the hat trick tonight. Brian Wilson will pick up his 11th win in a Hat Tricks uniform, and the Hat Tricks move to 34, 21, and 3. They lengthen the gap on their hold of third place in the FPHL standings and head into the final week with a strong hold at least on third place. Thanks so much for joining us. The Hat Tricks are back at home for the next game. It's on Thursday night against Carolina, a big one in the standings as well, as Carolina right behind the Hat Tricks trying to gain ground for third place. The Hat Tricks win it 7-3. Get your tickets for Thursday night's game on DanburyHatTricks.com, and we will see you there or right here on the Hat Tricks YouTube channel. Thanks again for tuning in tonight. The Hat Tricks win it 7-3.